Hi everybody, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to avoid accidentally doing melee stab attacks in Battlefield's Firestorm, or Battlefield in general. So what this is where you're playing the game and you get into a gunfight and you get a bit tense and you go to pull the trigger, and while you're aiming you accidentally click in the right stick as well. And that means you do a stab, which means you'll probably lose the gunfight. It doesn't really matter in the multiplayer, but when you're in the middle of a Firestorm gunfight where you don't get any second chances, this can make a big difference. So you'll have to forgive me because I'm kind of doing this on my mobile phone. So what you want to do is this is all done in the Xbox settings. So go to the settings there, and then what you do is you go to, let me show you, go to Connect and Devices, go to Devices and Accessories, like that, and there'll be your wireless controller, or if you've got an Elite controller, you'll have a few more options. But you go to Configure, and what you want to do, I've already got you want to start a new profile, like so, and then do a new profile, and then give it a name. So name it Firestorm, so you know what it applies to. So FS, because I've already done one. And then you can do the remapping. And what you want to do is you want to select the top drop down, and what you want to remap is the right stick click. So you select that, and then you want to map it to the top right bumper. So right bumper. So, and you map that to that. So that's done now. Press B to come out of that. And then we've assigned it to slot 1, which means that this is now selected on our controller. So when we need to press the top right bumper in a game dialogue or anything, instead we have to right click the right analog stick in, and if we need to do a right click in, we press the right bumper. And what this means is that when you're in a game of Firestorm and someone's in front of you and you get into that firefight and you start firing at them, if you accidentally click in the right analog stick, all that happens is you spot them and you don't stop firing. And honestly, this has made a massive difference for me on the PlayStation 4, where I've done the same thing, to my confidence in gunfights, because I used to accidentally melee stab loads back in the Battlefield 4 days, and it really annoyed me. It took me ages to get myself out of the bad habit of doing that. But coming back to Firestorm and Battlefield, where you get really tense and you click. Now, in games like PUBG, it doesn't matter, because if you right click, all that happens is your character leans to one side, and that often can be an advantage in a gunfight. But definitely in Firestorm, doing a melee stab halfway through a gunfight doesn't work. But you do this, okay, and that will help. And then just remember, when you're navigating around, for example, in the menus on your Xbox, you know how you can. Let's get out of this. You know how you use the top buttons to navigate like that. Now you don't use to go right. You've got to click in the right stick. But so then you would go in and you play Firestorm, etc. But then if you go into your main menu, you'll see that Xbox Accessories is down there now. So to change it back when you're playing other games, just go into Configure, and then what you can do is, if you go over to slot 1 and say no slot, and what that'll do is that'll change it back to default, so all the buttons will be the same. So when you're playing PUBG or your other games, that'll be great. So there we go. So hopefully that's useful. I promise you that will stop you doing accidental melee attacks in Firestorm. Your confidence will be there, and the worst thing that happens is you accidentally spot people halfway through a firefight, which doesn't matter because you keep on firing. Anyway, that's enough from me. Put your questions and comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.